Hello, my name's Andrew Brooks and welcome to another one of my YouTube videos just showing you some of my Beatles collection, and this time we're going to be exploring more of the Paul McCartney archive collection. Hi there, and thank you for joining me again. This is the second video of my Paul McCartney archive collection videos. I'm slowly going to go through the albums in chronological order, not the order that they were issued as a deluxe edition, because the first one was Band on the Run, McCartney 2, McCartney. So the last one we did was McCartney, but that was my first one. So my second one we're going to continue on with is Wings Wildlife. As you can see, it's a slightly bulkier format to the last edition that we had, which was just a very small, well-bound book and included 2 bonus CDs and a DVD and a download card. That was when McCartney was signed to Concord. He's now since moved back to Capitol Records, and I've noticed since Capitol have taken over, the prices of the stuff has gone up, but also I think we can all safely say that the quality of the actual deluxe box set is better as well, because not only is it just a single book, but as you can see there's multiple items in this set. So like McCartney and like all other editions, they are signed. This is numbered, not signed. This is number 04331. Now the anomaly, if I could say it properly, with Wildlife and Red Rose Speedway was there was 2 issues of this. One came in a big box, and you got both Wings Wildlife and Red Rose Speedway, plus a bonus of Wings Over Europe, which had DVD footage of the Wings concert plus book. That at the time for me was just too expensive, and I couldn't afford it, so I've since had to buy them individually. But that was so limited that I can't get a legitimate copy of the Wings Over Europe material. I obviously have seen it, but I haven't got the super deluxe with both albums covered in it. So we are only going to be looking at Wings Wildlife on this one. So there we are. I'm going to also show you on the spine here. You can tell the difference between the Capitol and the Concord issues. The Capitol latest ones have McCartney's signature on the spine, whereas the Concord editions didn't. So there we go. So I'm going to slip this out of the slipcase. It's very nice. Just put that over there, and we'll go through these one at a time. So let's get on to the main thing. This houses the discs that come with it. So as we can see here, we have 4 discs, which look great. Let me just move the cards out of the way. The download card and the coming soon. And that's the hype sticker that comes on the front. I always save these. If I can't peel them off and attach them to the front, I always save them anyway. So there we go. It's 4 discs set. So I'm just going to turn this around so I can see. So the first disc is the remastered album as it came out back in the early 70s. This too has got rough mixes. So you've got rough mixes of Mumbo, Bit Bop, Love Is Strange version, Wildlife, Some People Never Know, I Am Your Singer, Tomorrow and Dear Friend on a different disc, and then you've got a bonus audio CD, lots of home recordings, etc. So we've got Good Rockin' Tonight, home recording, also Bit Bop, Hey Diddle, She Got It Good, I Am Your Singer, 2 versions of Dear Friend. These are all home recordings. You've got a track called Indeed I Do, When the Wind Is Blowing, the Great Cock and Seagull Race, outtake number 3, that one. So there we are. Give Ireland Back to the Irish single, plus the B-side, which was the instrumental version. You've got Love Is Strange, the single edit, Now, that Love Is Strange, I know a little bit about this track. It was going to be Paul's single released from the album, and it got mixed, it got produced, and I actually have got a white label test pressing of it. I'll be honest, I probably played it once, and I didn't realise that it's actually a different edit to the album version. There we go, live and learn. But yeah, I actually have one of the white label test pressings for Love Is Strange single, and the last track on the bonus audio is African Yeah Yeah, and the fourth disc is excuse me, is bonus videos disc. So you've got Scotland in 1971, which I think is just showing lots of home movies from that time. Paul performing some of the songs in the garden up in Scotland. You've got The Ball, which I can't remember what it is. It's probably the launch party for the album. The ICA rehearsals, which is great to see the Wings line up rehearsing. And then a copy of something I've seen once before as a ropey black and white copy of Give Ireland Back to the Irish rehearsal, and it's actually filmed in McCartney's front living room at Cavendish Avenue, which is pretty awesome if you ask me. So there we go. And the CDs all come with very nice booklet rather, and there's the cover, which is great. Okay, moving on. So we have a very nice download card, as you can see there, and just that on the back. Then you've got, as I said, the hype sticker from the front. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to save it from the plastic. I wish they'd stick it on the actual item. And then this gives a list of all the available McCartney titles up to this date. So when Wildlife was released, you'd had all these already out. I don't know why they didn't do it in chronological order, but they didn't. And it just says, for more information on forthcoming releases, have a look at mccartney.com. So, moving on next, we have, it comes in a little folder like this, labelled Wildlife. And, we'll just pop it open like this, and what do we have in here? So we have an envelope, and inside is an invite to the ball, as mentioned on the video. And yes, it is the Empire Ballroom, Leicester Square. Basically, it's the launch party. Mr. and Mrs. McCartney invite whoever and a guest to the ball. 8th of November 1971. And great. And there's a raffle number, so I wonder what the prizes were. Would have been interesting to find out. Next up, we have a little book, and it's entitled Linda McCartney, and inside it looks like it's a replica of Linda's sort of lyric book, really, so she could learn to play the songs. So there we go, Blue Moon of Kentucky. So this is obviously live, and it's simplified quite a bit, I have to say. But it's interesting. So it's a very nice sort of replica of an exercise book. Sketches, doodles. Yeah, lovely. Probably need some time to sit down. There we go. Wings Give Ireland Back to the Irish design. Press release there. All the people who came to the press release. So that's a lovely item. And then moving on to the next item, we have some what look like Polaroid pictures, and Linda was one for taking Polaroids, so I've got a few actually real Polaroids that she took in my collection. So there's two sets of those, which are great. Great to see all this stuff that was around at the time, but at the time you didn't know it was around because obviously that's something personal that McCartney's kept. So let me move on to the big book that comes with all of the editions. There we are. Oh, in fact, that's the back page, which should be handy. Unfortunately, they don't. The back pages, after you take the cellophane off, this is loose, and I would prefer it if they'd have stuck it to the back. But I suppose they've got a little design on the back of the box. So there we go. Right, we'll go into the book. I'm not going to show the entire book, but it's just pop in there. So yeah, lots of photos in the studios. There's copies of letters, little band lineup that's on the back cover of Wildlife. Some of the ICA rehearsal pictures. Pictures from Scotland by the looks of it there. The lyrics. And I think these are probably some of the photos that Linda took that were in the Polaroids there. There we go. So that's Wings Wildlife, Paul McCartney Deluxe Edition. As I said, this is video 2, so there will be more to come. Just working through my collection. Thank you very much for watching. I'd love you to subscribe, give me thumbs up, or whatever the rating is, and I'll see you next time.